Rudras, the Ādityas, the Vasus, the Sādhyas, the Vishwas, the two Asvins, the Maruts, and the names and the hosts of the Gandharvas, Yaksas, Asuras and Siddhas, all gaze at you and are quite amazed. Arjuna describes the Supreme Soul. Arjuna sees the Rudras, the Ādityas, the Vasus, the Sādhyas, the Vishwas, the gods, the Ashwin Kumars, the Maruts, the Ushnapa, the ancestors and hosts of the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras and Siddhas. All of these are gazing at the Supreme Soul and are quite amazed. We only describe the Rudras, the Ādityas and the Vasus. There are 11 Rudras, 12 Ādityas and 8 Vasus. Arjuna also sees the Sādhyas. There are 12 Sādhyas. They are described in Vayu Purana and also in many other Puranas. Different names have been given for the 12 Sādhyas at different times and in different scriptures. The 12 names of the Sādhyas given in the Vayu Purana are 1. Man, number 2. Anummata, number 3. Pran, number 4. Nar, number 5. Yan, number 6. Chitti, number 7. Haya, number 8. Naya, number 9. Hansa, number 10. Narayan, number 11. Prabhava, number 12. Vidu. These 12 are the Sādhyas. The wife of Dharma and the daughter of Daksha was Sādhya, and she gave birth to all 12, and that is why they are known as the Sādhyas. In the first chapter of the 4th canto of the Srimad Bhagavad, it is described that some of the daughters of Daksha were married to Dharma. They are these girls. Daksha had 16 daughters, and 13 of these daughters were married to Dharma. There's a whole spiritual meaning behind this, but I won't go into it now. You can find it in the blue book of the Srimad Bhagavad by Guruji. Guruji often describes it during the Srimad Bhagavad discourses when he goes into it in detail. One of these 13 daughters is Sādhya, and the sons of Sādhya are called the Sādhyas. Then there are the Vishvedevas, the gods. There are 10 Vishvedevas. They are number 1, Kritu, number 10, Daksha, number 3, Shara, number 4, Satya, number 5, Kala, number 6, Kama, number 7, Dhuni, number 8, Kuruvan, number 9, Prabhavan, number 10, Rochaman. Even they have a wife of Dharma as their mother. Vishwa was married to Dharma, and all 10 of them are their sons. That is why they are called Vishvas. Arjuna also sees the Ushnapa ancestors. There are 7 Ushnapa ancestors. There is also a reason why they are known as Ushnapa. Ushna means hot, and Paha means to take. Therefore, whatever of food they take, they only take hot food. That is why they are known as Ushnapa. The food that is given to ancestors must be hot. The ancestors never take cold food. This is a rule within the Karmakan, the rituals. The food must be hot. Ushnapa are the ancestors. There are 7 Ushnapa ancestors. They are described in the Shiv Purana. Kavya Taha, number 1. Number 2, Anala. Number 3, Soma. Number 4, Yama. Number 5, Arima. Number 6, Admishpata. Number 7, Barhushat. These are the 7 Ushnapa ancestors. Arjuna tells the Lord that he is seeing all of these, and all of these are gazing at the Lord and are quite amazed. Earlier I said it and I won't repeat it, that all these are part and parcel of the Vishwa, the universal form. All of these are not looking at the Vishwarup in the way that Arjuna is looking at the Vishwarup. But Arjuna tells the Lord that he can see that these people are looking at the Lord with a perspective of dismay, wonder at God, and the perspective of amazement at God. All of them are looking at the Vishwarup, including the hosts of the Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras and Siddhas. And Asur is one who is not a god. Nasura iti asura maya samascha. Arjuna sees even them and says that they are amazed. At the beginning, Arjuna says that they have fear, and now Arjuna uses the word dismay, showing that they are amazed. If you look at it this way, at the beginning of any relationship where there is something new, then at the beginning there is fear. And after that fear, dismay, wonder is born. When you take a small child to the zoo and make this child stand by the cage of the tiger, and at the beginning the child hesitates because there is a tiger there. The child has a fear, and when the child holds its mother's finger, then the mother can experience that the child is holding her finger with a lot of force. This is what happens. The child gets fear. But the child has held onto the mother's finger, and the child has this assurance that his mother is there. With that, the child watches the tiger with fear, and slowly it realizes that it is right that I'm getting fear, but the tiger is in the cage, and my mother is next to me, and therefore I have nothing to worry about. After that form, the fear that was there, another state comes, and that is the state of dismay, wonder. The child thinks that, what is this tiger like? The fear has stayed there. At the beginning, that was fear, but what is it like now? The child is thinking out what the tiger must be doing inside the cage and what the tiger must be eating. The child begins to look at the tiger with vismay, wonder. It started with fear, but the moment when the fear settled a little, remember that the fear has not gone away, it is only settled, then the subject of vismay, wonder, begins. In the same way, when one has a vision of the Vishwarup, the universal form, then at the beginning that there was fear, but now there is vismay. All of those who Arjuna saw were gazing at the Supreme Soul and were amazed. Verse 23.